It was 5:30 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon, and I wasn't feeling my usual self. I had just come from talking with my Uncle Vinny, and my mind was going over what I just heard. Damn! What a week I was having. It seemed that other people were turning against me, because I am an INTP. I heard someone on a YouTube video talking about the tribe hate that TI dominant types have to go through whilst trying to survive in an FE society, and now I had experienced it for myself. Paul,
this isn't your usual place to shop.
I needed to buy a new phone.
I figured.
My little brother broke my old one this morning. I left it on the kitchen table and he somehow managed to put it in the freezer. It took me 3 hours to find it. I'll be sure not to let this one out of my sight. It's an Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max. I compared the specs between this and the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G.
And you decided that one was best for the job.
Affirmative. I'm running my own business now and I need to make a lot of video calls.
Have you graduated from college?
No, not yet. I'm continuing with my studies. But I've also been running a YouTube channel for the last 2.5 years. I got the idea 3 years ago, not long after the Ocean's 8 movie was on at the cinema. I was doing a lot of research for a project at the time. I've learned a lot from watching social influencers speaking online, so I thought I would give it a go. Well, the thing is,
I get your point. I don't need so many details. Are you still going around telling everyone that you're an INTP?
I am an INTP.
Come on, Tim. Don't play dumb with me. You must have worked it out. That you're an ISTJ. You've been running off your introverted sensing from the first second you saw me.
That's just my TISI. INTP. Understanding. I'm not a boring routine-obsessed person.
No one said you were.
And I'm not hung up on tidiness. My room is always a mess. You can ask my mom. And I always include a ton of variety in my schedule.
But you use extroverted thinking, not introverted thinking.
I don't have time to discuss this now. I have to get home. As I've been explaining, I have a very important job to be getting on with.
Cool.
Timmy, why haven't you cleaned the dishes?
Mom,
I'm sick and tired of you shirking your responsibilities.
can't you knock before you come in? I'm making a very important Skype call.
I'll knock on the door when you're the one who owns it. Until then, it's my house. And I'll do what I goddamn please.
But Mom, I'm over 21. I deserve some privacy.
You'll have all the privacy you want when you live in your own place. Who keeps this house in order? Who does the cooking, the cleaning, pays the bills?
You.
You youngsters don't even know that you're born.
So you keep saying.
You're always in this room on your phone or your computer, enjoying the benefits of a sheltered life. Sometimes I wonder whether you're ever going to become fully independent, when you've actually stood on your own 2 feet as an adult and experienced what it's like to make your way in the real world without me holding your hand. Then you'll know what life is really about.
Have you finished?
No, you haven't answered my question. Why haven't you cleaned the dishes?
Well,
Well, what?
if you must know.
Just spit it out, Timmy. I don't have all day.
I have something far more important to do than the dishes.
Like what?
I'm getting to it.
Well, get to it faster.
I'm life coaching someone online. She's an empty nester. Her 3 kids have grown up and left home, and she's at a very significant crossroads in her life. This is her first session with me, so it's essential that I give her my undivided attention.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. For the first time in my life, I think I'm actually speechless.
Well, You'd better get used to it. People need instruction on how to live their lives. And I'm on a very important mission to spread intellectual truth.
That's it. I know what to do. I'm calling your Uncle Vinny. You need a damn good talking to.
Okay, kid, you know why you're here.
Yes.
Yes, who?
Yes, Uncle Vinny.
Boy, I was only fucking with you. Your mom's concerned that you're getting above your station. If you know what I mean.
She doesn't understand me. It's because I am an INTP.
Are you still going around telling everyone you're an INTP?
I am an INTP.
Okie dokie. If that's how you want to think. She's saying that you're not being helpful around the house.
She never used to ask me to help around the house and she managed just fine. It's something new that she's proposing. And I don't have the time available to integrate a new set of chores into my schedule. I'm on a mission to help other people.
Ah yes. The life coaching.
Affirmative.
How have you got yourself into this life coaching position?
Well, 3 years ago I was doing some research on a project and I came across a video that changed my life. It was a TED Talk called The Wisdom of Youth.
The wisdom of youth. Now that's a contradiction in terms, if I ever heard one.
It's a viral video made by a 12-year-old lifestyle guru.
Are you talking about Twin Hero?
Twin Hero. With twin spelled T-W-E-E-N.
Yeah. Twin Hero.
Yes. How do you know about Twin Hero?
As you said, she went viral. Anyone with worldly knowledge, a working brain, and some wisdom thrown in to boot, knows that Twin Hero is a product of a very shrewd parental marketing campaign.
But a multitude of adults are following her advice.
Yeah. It's amazing what a good marketing campaign can accomplish. Her parents tried every trick in the book to get her famous.
How do you know that?
I watched their documentary on Netflix. And I worked it out. Her parents have a history of get-rich-quick schemes. A mile long. But this time Lady Luck was on their side. They really hit it big with this one. You do realize that they write all her scripts.
Are you saying that Twin Hero isn't a child genius?
She's more of a child actress. With a good memory for details. I'd say she's a cross between Greta Thunberg and Shirley Temple.
Shirley who?
Don't worry about it. She was an actress. Before your time. Anyway, to put it simply, if Twin Hero was talking that stuff at 18 years old, no one would be batting an eyelid.
That may be so. But that still isn't going to change my personal mission.
What was that video? The wisdom of youth. What a joke. I'm not saying that your youngsters can't be intelligent. Sure you can. But you don't have wisdom. Not yet. Boy, wisdom needs to be attained over time. It can't be learned from a book or a YouTube video. There are no shortcuts to wisdom. And that's a fact. People like to hear stuff that makes them feel good inside, in the moment, even if that information doesn't do them any favors in the long run. Remember, just because something someone has said sounds good, and a lot of people agree with it, doesn't mean that it's actually true.
But if other people are buying it, then it must be something worth knowing about.
Maybe that's your current opinion. But being aware of something and believing in it are two different things. Remember, most times, life's deeper truth won't just fall into your lap as easily as that. It needs to be discovered. There's a lot of misinformation going around, and you don't want to become a victim of it. Boy, sometimes growing up is about having the balls to admit when you've gone down the wrong path, without being stubborn. Being truthful with yourself is a sign of maturity.
Someone recently told me that I'm not an INTP.
What's that got to do with it? I don't give a flying fuck if you're an INTP or an ISTJ.
Why did you say ISTJ?
I happen to know a few things about topology. I just don't talk about it much. It's not a label you place on yourself that really counts. It's what you've got going on inside. If you called a tin of beans a tin of tomatoes, would it change the content? Of course it wouldn't. Look, kid. You are who you are. And no amount of labels is gonna change that. Rather than spending so much energy trying to change other people's lives, maybe there's some work that needs to be done in your own backyard. When it comes to your mom, just remember that charity begins at home. Your mom's a really great lady. Can she be extremely blunt sometimes? Yes. And will she light a fire under your ass when she sees you slacking? Yes again. But she's a good woman. And she wants what's best for you. She will always tell you straight and she'll back you up when it really matters. You're a very bright kid, Tim. Just think through what I've said.
Could I be mistaken? Could there possibly be something I was missing in relation to my true personality type? It felt like my world was being turned upside down. I remembered what my Uncle Vinny had said at the end of our recent conversation.
You're a very bright kid, Tim. Just think through what I've said.
I needed somewhere I could think. Somewhere familiar. But not at home. Somewhere where I'd had positive experiences in the past. There was only one place it could be. The local museum. A place of many fond memories and learning experiences. The perfect place for reflective thinking. Thankfully, quite a few of the things that I'd learned about ancient civilizations still had modern application. My mind wandered back to what IST Paul had said to me when I saw him in the phone shop.
Come on, Tim. Don't play dumb with me. You must have worked it out. That you're an ISTJ.
Uncle Vinny had also made reference to me being an ISTJ.
I don't give a flying fuck if you're an INTP or an ISTJ.
I thought back to the last time that I saw Twin Hero. She was at a press conference, sharing her personal insight into the most common mistakes that lead to divorce, and promoting her new book.
Nowadays, everyone wants to be the center of attention. And that's why your marriages are failing. Thank you. You've been a great crowd. And don't forget to buy my book, The Wisdom of Youth, named after my viral video.
On reflection, I thought that Uncle Vinny had a point.
Twin Hero is a product of a very shrewd parental marketing campaign. You do realize that they write all her scripts.
There was no way that Twin Hero had the personal experience to give relationship advice. When I thought about it, Twin Hero was technically no longer a tween. Yet, she was clearly being presented to the public in as young a light as possible. For example, in the playground, or hugging her favorite toy bear. Twin Hero was 15 years old. That made her a teenager, not a tween. But disappointingly, her parents had done nothing to rectify the misrepresentation. Anyhow, I had a much more important issue that required my attention. Validating my true personality type. I knew who I could call. Thank goodness for Skype. I was ready to make the call. The call that would give me my true personality type, once and for all. Persona Bell, help me out. What's my personality type?
Tim,
Yes.
you're an ISTJ.
No. But I'm on a personal mission to help humanity. Because of my 4th place FE. ISTJs are FE blind. So I can't be FE blind. Can I?
Tim, you don't have to use FE to want to help humanity. With the state of the world nowadays, and increasing information transference across the globe, a lot more people are seeing the need for change. The problematic nature of human existence is pretty apparent. And we've all got to live on this planet. So wanting to do good in the world is currently a very common desire. There are a lot of people who use FI in their cognitive stack who greatly value helping others. And T users can make great practical advisors. A lot of TE users work in professions where they help others, one way or another, such as doctors, lawyers, or teachers. The list goes on. But I think you get the point.
Persona Bell. Are you sure I'm an ISTJ?
Tim, I created you. So yes, I'm sure.
What Persona Bell had said was not what I had wanted to hear. But when I thought about it further, it made sense. Introverted sensing is my dominant function, not introverted thinking. I rely on my personal experience when making decisions. I clearly prioritize the information that I have seen and heard in the past. And my thinking is extroverted, not introverted. In hindsight, it seems so obvious. I am an ISTJ. For the time being, I'm not sure if life coaching's for me. I think that I'll leave it as a goal that I may go on to pursue later on in life, at a time when I have gained a greater degree of life experience, and hopefully, grown in wisdom. I'm naturally academic, and my ISTJ cognitive function stack could be a real asset to me, should I eventually choose to adopt an advisory role. But I also realize that things aren't always as simple or straightforward as they may seem. So personally speaking, I still have a hell of a lot more to learn about life. In the words of George Bernard Shaw, beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance.